You cannot shrink your enlarged prostate if you still consume these 12 drinks. Are you unknowingly sabotaging your prostate health? Discover the 12 drinks that are destroying your progress. Number 12 is a silent killer you need to avoid immediately. Sugary Sodas, a recipe for prostate disaster. Let's kick things off with a drink most of us know aren't the healthiest choice: sugary sodas. We're talking colas, fruit-flavored sodas, and anything else loaded with sugar. High sugar intake leads to a spike in insulin, a hormone that, in excess, can actually promote inflammation. And inflammation, my friends, is like a cozy little breeding ground for a whole host of health problems, including an angry, irritated prostate. This inflammation isn't just localized to one area, it can spread throughout your body, creating a cascade of negative effects. Remember oxidative stress? It's like rusting from the inside out, and sugar is a major culprit. Oxidative stress further damages cells and tissues, including those in your prostate. So, each sugary sip is like throwing fuel on the fire of inflammation and oxidative stress, making your prostate issues even worse. Those sugary drinks can be incredibly addictive, but trust me, your prostate will thank you for making the switch to healthier options. Energy drinks, fueling your day or your prostate problems. Next up, we're tackling those energy drinks that promise to put a pep in your step. While they might give you a temporary boost, they could be secretly sabotaging your prostate health. These drinks are often loaded with caffeine and stimulants, which can spell trouble for your urinary tract, including your prostate. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more frequently. For someone with an already enlarged prostate, this increased urinary frequency can be a recipe for discomfort and disrupted sleep. And speaking of sleep, those stimulants in energy drinks can interfere with your sleep patterns, leaving you tossing and turning at night. Sleep deprivation not only makes you feel lousy, but also messes with your body's natural healing processes. But reaching for that energy drink could be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your prostate health. Alcohol, the dehydrating enemy of prostate health. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite social lubricant, alcohol. One of the main ways alcohol affects your prostate is through dehydration. When you drink alcohol, it acts as a diuretic, increasing urine production and often leading to dehydration if you're not careful about replenishing fluids. Dehydration can irritate your prostate, making those pesky urinary symptoms even worse. To make matters worse, alcohol can also directly inflame the prostate. Alcohol is like pouring gasoline on the fire of inflammation, making your prostate more prone to swelling and discomfort. Chapter 4: Caffeinated beverages, the sneaky irritant. We've already talked about energy drinks, but caffeine deserves its own spotlight when it comes to prostate health. While that morning cup of coffee might be a non-negotiable for some, it's important to be mindful of your caffeine intake, especially if you're prone to prostate issues. Caffeine, like its cousin in energy drinks, is a diuretic. It stimulates your bladder, making you feel the urge to urinate more frequently. For someone with an enlarged prostate, this can be incredibly bothersome, leading to more bathroom trips and potential discomfort. But caffeine's impact on your prostate goes beyond just making you pee more. It can actually irritate the prostate itself. If you're experiencing prostate issues, it's worth experimenting with reducing your caffeine intake to see if it makes a difference. Chapter 5: Artificially sweetened drinks, a sweet deception for your prostate. You might think you're making a healthier choice by opting for artificially sweetened drinks instead of sugary sodas. But hold on a second. Those artificial sweeteners might not be as innocent as they seem, especially when it comes to your prostate health. Artificial sweeteners are synthetic compounds designed to mimic the sweet taste of sugar without the calories. The problem is that these artificial sweeteners can disrupt your body's natural hormonal balance. This hormonal disruption can manifest in several ways, including increased inflammation and potential negative effects on prostate cell growth. So, while you might be cutting calories, you could be inadvertently contributing to prostate problems in the long run. Chapter 6: Sports drinks, quenching your thirst or fueling prostate problems. After a strenuous workout, you might reach for a sports drink to replenish electrolytes and rehydrate. While sports drinks can be beneficial in certain situations, They're often loaded with sugars and artificial additives that can spell trouble for your prostate. Those added sugars in sports drinks can contribute to the same inflammatory cascade we discussed earlier. And when it comes to artificial additives, well, let's just say they're not doing your prostate any favors either. So, while you might think you're refueling your body after a workout, you could be inadvertently fueling prostate issues. Chapter 7. Fruit juices. Not as innocent as they seem, fruit juice might seem like a healthy choice, right? It's natural, it's packed with vitamins, but don't let that fool you. When it comes to your prostate, fruit juice can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. The culprit? You guessed it, sugar. Even though the sugar in fruit juice is naturally occurring, it can still wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels, leading to those dreaded sugar spikes. And as we've discussed, those sugar spikes can trigger inflammation throughout your body, including your prostate. But when it comes to fruit juice, moderation is key. Chapter 8. Excessive milk. A potential dairy dilemma for your prostate. Milk, the beverage we've been told is essential for strong bones, might not be so friendly to your prostate. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to ditch dairy entirely, but it's worth being mindful of your milk consumption, especially if you have prostate concerns. Research suggests that high dairy intake might be associated with an increased risk of certain prostate problems. This is because dairy products can potentially influence hormone levels in a way that promotes inflammation and potentially even cell growth in the prostate. Chapter 9. Artificially colored drinks. A rainbow of risks for your prostate. Those brightly colored drinks might be visually appealing, but they often contain a cocktail of chemicals and dyes that can spell trouble for your prostate. Some studies suggest that certain artificial food dyes might contribute to inflammation in the body, and as we know by now, inflammation is like a siren call for prostate problems. So, while that neon-colored sports drink might look tempting, it's best to steer clear and opt for beverages with natural colors. Chapter 10. High-sodium beverages. The silent contributors to prostate discomfort. You might not think of beverages as a major source of sodium, but you'd be surprised. Many processed drinks are loaded with hidden sodium, which can wreak havoc on your prostate, especially if you're already dealing with enlargement. When you consume too much sodium, your body retains water, leading to fluid retention and bloating. This fluid retention can put extra pressure on your bladder, making you feel like you constantly need to urinate. And for someone with an enlarged prostate, this increased pressure can be incredibly uncomfortable. Chapter 11. Flavored water, a wolf in healthy sheep's clothing. Flavored water might seem like a healthy and refreshing alternative to sugary drinks. Many flavored waters are loaded with artificial sweeteners, flavors, and other additives that can irritate your prostate. Those artificial sweeteners, as we discussed earlier, can disrupt your hormonal balance and potentially contribute to inflammation. Chapter 12. Diet sodas, the ultimate prostate saboteur. We've arrived at the final drink on our list, and it's one that often masquerades as a healthy alternative diet soda. While diet sodas might be calorie-free and sugar-free, they're loaded with artificial sweeteners, which, as we've discussed throughout this video, can wreak havoc on your prostate health. Those artificial sweeteners can disrupt your hormonal balance, potentially leading to increased inflammation and even influencing prostate cell growth. So, if you're serious about shrinking your enlarged prostate and improving your prostate health, ditching diet sodas is a crucial step. Outro, take control of your prostate health. There you have it, gentlemen, the 12 drinks that could be sabotaging your prostate health. Remember, knowledge is power. And now that you're aware of these dietary villains, you can make healthier choices to support your prostate. For a healthier prostate, check out the best natural drinks and supplements linked in the description. Don't miss out on more expert advice. Join us on Patreon for additional tips and guidance on managing your prostate health. What drinks do you think you'll be cutting back on? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated on the latest health information. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.